Um, so welcome to Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. Um, this is a very difficult live stream episode to make. Now, I understand and I apologize to the people that are going to be watching this now and maybe later in a replay sense. Originally, I was shooting for trying to get on here at 8 o'clock. Um, my girlfriend Shannon was released from the hospital, thank God, yesterday evening. So I was over there, or I would have had this started on time. So she gave, so this is from me and her, okay? So I'm going to show you this. And it is a stone that she's had for quite a while, and it simply says laugh. This is a key word here. A key word. And I tonight, even for a little while here, we're doing a special episode about Mr. Kevin Reed, aka Beans, here in the VC, a VC brother and a VC member who this week passed away. I'm just going to say this because it did turn into public knowledge on social media that he lost his battle with depression. The man touched a lot of people's lives in the VC. Kevin was one of the reasons why I did these live streams for about a year and a half now. Okay. He actually, I've been on this channel for 12 years. Okay. And he was with me almost since the beginning, believe it or not. He would encourage, and he always talked about maybe he should come up on screen sometime. I encouraged that. And lo and behold, he did when the live stream thing started coming up, you know? So not only was he, of course, a guest on my channel, Two Legs, excellent Beatles podcast. The good old days of Ethan. I want to say Ethan Alexander, but that's not it. That's my grandkid's name. Ethan, I think Alexonian or something like that. And you know, he was on Mayo, of course, a bunch of times. And I know, I'm sorry, by the way, like I said, of the lateness of the broadcast here. I understand if not a lot of people are watching because Stephen Schnee went off and scheduled that he was going to do a special tribute, which is going to start in about almost less than a half an hour. So I understand that completely. But the thing that I want to do is, if anybody would care to, it would mean a lot to me, is come on, you know, either in the peanut gallery or come on up and share a remembrance or two. Kevin, Kevin, like I said, we had a lot of musical commonality, especially with the monkeys. Oh my God. Yeah, anybody that has been a watcher on my channel knows we've talked everyone's ear off and sometimes controlled the monkey related conversation. And of course there was other bands too. Obviously he loved the Beatles. I love the Beatles. He liked a lot of Psych. He learned a lot, just like the rest of us here in VC. In the VC, we're all musical sponges. Think about that. We we are a very unique group on YouTube and a very unique group in life. Seriously, think about this. Social media brings us together from all across the globe. Kevin lived in Pennsylvania. I live here in Northwest Arkansas. But guess what? It felt like he was in the room or next door. He always had good things to say. Very, very can be outspoken and animated, but can also be very quiet. At least with me is concerned. Uh, between the like I said, the monkey talk and the in joke of Bevan, which you guys know, anybody that's watched my show and Ethan's show, and I want to say Tom Vinylshack. I think we played that game over there too. And then the really dead on impression that he could do of Richard the Music Mooch. I mean, Music Maniac. Greg, you're telling me. Now, I love you guys out there. I really do. Okay. But, oh God. I have to. I was in. He and I used to do messenger communication for the last few months. Okay. And sometimes, and I don't normally say this too much. There's only a handful of people that I have ever done this for. But when I do my broadcasts and I shut it off for the end of the night for the public, certain people, you could stay in that StreamYard screen, even though the broadcast is over, and you could talk to the persons that are still there. Kev and I got to have a handful of conversations. Shannon, my girlfriend, Shannon went off and she said she was so blessed that she got, that she was one of the last people that got to see him and get to have some of that vibe from him. But he's like a bro. I never had a brother. Okay. I had a sister. She lost her battle with depression in 2009. But Kevin was like my brother to me, okay? I never had a brother. I'm serious here. I'm not kidding. And I miss him. It hurts. Damn hurts. And I'll tell you something. Some beautiful tributes on Kevin's Facebook page. Like I said, Stephen Schnee, he did a wonderful tribute. I read it. I thought it was I don't know how much of that went public. I really don't. But yeah, I will say this. I only knew in the last 4 to 6 weeks how serious it was. Everyone in life has a breaking point. It's human nature. to have a breaking point. He met his breaking point. But you know what? And this is the thing. I've had people ask me privately, why do you keep your broadcasts up? Because a lot of people don't. Guess what? This is one of the reasons now. I can go back, and this is the God's honest truth. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning. Okay. So this is hours before I knew the news. And I went and I literally watched the last episode that Kevin and I were in 2 weeks ago because I missed him that much. I'm sorry that this is very awkward, guys, and I'm sounding awkward, but I'm just telling you the truth as it's here. Okay. I know, Tyler. I know. You were there on that broadcast shortly that 2 weeks ago, Tyler. I remember that. And you know what? He said I love you to me, and I said it back to him. I did. That's what brothers, whether blood or not, that's what you do. Exactly. And Tyler, I know there's people that knew him way more than I did. We all have something, in here. We all have our Beans stories. It's just, I remember like the first time he ever came on stream, and I just knew right off the bat, and I'm like, this is great. We were okay, God, what was it? It was shit. Who what? It wasn't even actually, come to think of it, it wasn't even on my stream. I was a guest and he was a guest. That's how I ended up meeting him. And I would do all these little side jokes and underneath jokes. He always got the joke. I'm like, yes, I knew it. If everyone else was stone faced or they weren't paying attention exactly, and he always got the fucking joke. And I was just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're damn right, Lisa. Beans was the man. The DUI. Yeah, I'm not quite oh, duo. Yeah. Yeah. Him and Tim Allen. Oh, I love they were always good, weren't they? They Greg, I wish I had, boy. Let's just say this truthfully from the heart. She knew you loved her, and you're going to get to see her again. Just like we'll all get to see Kevin again. I know it. I feel it in here. We got to remember the good times. We got to remember the laughs. That's right. And all the music stuff. That's what colors our world. People color our world, and they touch our souls and our hearts in good and bad. We would rather have the good, right? Forget the rest. Kevin was Kevin Kevin was worth more than his weight in gold. That's all there is to it. And like I said, I know Shnee's going to have his broadcast in a matter of minutes. So I will, I'm probably going to, I was going to keep this up, but I'm all right if nobody wants to, you know, um, bring up any remembrances right now. We could do this again another time as well. But I'll stay on for a few more minutes. But yeah, and Greg, I really do believe that. Okay, I do. Um, hope, hope. We have to have hope. You know, if I'm and in the Bible, I can't quite remember where exactly, but Jesus went off and said that faith, hope, and love are the most important things, but love overall is the most important. So here's the thing. You cherish you cherish the people around you. Okay? Blessings. Okay? Blessings. These people in your life, distant or close, but you still matter to them and they matter to you, are important. The memories of those people that went over to the other side, okay? So the separation is the pain. It's the separation because you don't get to see or hear them in this plane, in this context. Sorry for going philosophical a second, just bear with me. But in the heart and in the mind, in the memories, is where they live. They live on. And boy, oh boy, he knew a lot of people and he always seemed to make friends very easily, didn't he? And he was a positive, probably Shannon would say this, he was a positive force to the world. That's what Kevin Reed was and is. So like I said, I don't know if anybody wants to come on up briefly or whatever. And I don't know. You want to share a bean story? Um, I like I said, I remember that, and Richard was on the broadcast too in the panel, and Kevin went off and imitated Richard in front of Richard. That's what made me laugh even more. I'm like, that's great. He kind of out Richard. Exactly. But see, but that's a thing, though, Greg. He affected you in a good, positive way. You know what, DJ Trish? That actually sounds like a wonderful idea. And let's do it now. I'll give you guys a few seconds. Why don't we? Why don't we? Whatever you've got, whatever your beverage of choice, okay? I'll give you a couple seconds here to get something. Whether it be your bottle of beer, your sody pop, or for me, always powered by coffee each and every time. My gut would probably be screaming, "No more coffee, psycho." So, to my 11 people out here and the people that'll be watching later, to Kevin Reed, aka Beans, who member of the VC, brother of the VC, a musical master, one of our own, an important part of the musical fabric in brotherhood, friendship, and in the sharing and commonality of music and the love of it. We salute you, sir. We salute you, Beans. And we all will meet you again, sir. That's for sure. I love you. I do. We love you. We do. Here's to Beans. Clink, clink, clink. Right? That's right. Thank you. See, exactly. That's because he was a good man. And that's the thing. That is the thing. What brought all of us together here, we are lots of personalities, lots of facets in this VC. We all bring something to the table. We have since even before the live streams, when we started doing these videos. Some people call it glorified show and tell. I call them assholes. You know what? You know what? He would have laughed at that one. He would have. Because they just don't understand. We're the best. Yeah. Let's get on our high horse for a minute. We're the best group. We're the best group. We really are. Sure, there's know-it-alls. Sure, there's borderline douches. Sure, borderline crazies. Sure. But you know what? In this group, there's a lot of all-around good people. People that did VCLT because they wanted to. People that promoted other people's channels or bands or whatever because they wanted to. It's a spirit of sharing and caring and giving. And Kevin was like that. There's a lot of people like that here, but he was that way. Let's not forget that. And because of that, to honor his memory, we continue that spirit here in the VC. Walrus, isn't that a damn good? I love. I do remember when I don't know, that's funny you bring that up because I think it was when I showed him one of my finds was the first Love album in mono, for that matter, in near minty condition. And he brought up, and I was just like, wow, but yeah, Love, that whole first album. I have heard Forever Changes, and but yeah, I mean, his taste was like everywhere. Seriously, we could talk about just about anything, if I remember right. And I hate when these things happen, even if I don't know the person well. It makes me think of other people that died, and I get that, Calvin. I get that. So, like I said, things in life happen. Do the best you can with what you got. Okay? God or whatever higher power you believe in gave you, the person, tools of the trade, things in life to work with. This whole body is a tool. I said tool, but it can be used for good or it can be used for bad. Kevin used it for good. I think when we were on stream last, he went and got that. That's right. That's right. I remember that. I remember that. And that's right, the slider. See, I tell you, it just, I've known in this last close to 2 years now, I think live streaming's been around here. Like I said, I started it out because of seeing channels like Rachel and Joe Mayo. And I said, if these guys can do it and they look like they're having fun and entertaining and you learn stuff, and that's why I came on and started doing the live streams for Psychos. And like I said, Kevin was one of my first guests, and it's been great. It was great. It was great every time. Every time. I was just like he was a, I mean, there's a lot of you guys out there that have been in what I call the studio audience. I've got my peanut gallery, which I'm reading the comments from, and then I got the studio audiences, which is called Who's on the Screen with Me, you see. And he was a welcomed addition. I'm sorry if I sound repetitive or droning on and on here. It's just, this is the stream of consciousness that is. I did not find out this news until, so let's see. Like I said before, Shannon got out of the hospital last night. Thank God for that. She had to get a heart catheter, but she's got to take it easy. And so I got to see her this morning, which was a blessing, right? Because she's just so beautiful, and I wasn't really, I didn't have like my whole day, even before I found out the news, seemed something was off. Something was off, and I couldn't figure it out. And then, like I said, I found out about Kevin. Let's see, I went to lunch around 1, so around 1 Central. That's when I found out. So I told Shannon afterwards, like about 5. But she was sad too about that. Hey Dwayne, how are you? Like I said, I know here's the link for anybody. I know I'm rambling here, and I do appreciate the 7 people here. I come on when you can't find anyone better. Stop. I like having anybody that wants to come up, okay? There will there was an issue with my last show. I'll just go veer off for 2 seconds, okay, please? Because this is Kevin centric tonight, but I'll say this much. It appears that a certain individual who is not here this evening kind of caused a little bit of drama. And that one was on me. My fault on this. There was certain things I did not know about until after the broadcast. So that individual will no longer be on screen. I will not do that. There's two people now that I won't have on screen. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about this. Okay. Sadly, my last memory of Beans was a bit of a downer as someone on stream had upset him. Shit, I wonder what that was. I hate to slightly pry. Do you remember what stream it was? And by the way, guys, I don't expect you guys to give me an immediate answer here, okay? But if you know the people that watch this later, whatever, like I said, I keep my videos up. I think there's only one video that I've ever removed, and that one was controversial too. He wasn't in that video. Kevin wasn't, but I keep my videos up, and so I'll have those memories to replay when I want. But is there any other channels that keep their videos up that Kevin's in? Because I really would like to see some of those too. And just let me know, okay, or whatever, because that would mean a lot to me, okay. You know what, guys? I'm going to probably continue to sound redundant, and I certainly don't want to waste anybody's time. Okay. Like I said, I know Steve Schnee's got a tribute thing going. I think I might go over there. Dawkins. Oh, wait a minute. You mean Doc Dawkins keeps his stream up, or was that where it happened? Him dropping off the stream. See, I like Doc. Don't get me wrong. I haven't been on Doc's stream for quite a while, but it has nothing to do with personal. It has to do with which my timing. Now that I work these strange hours. I mean, it's not strange hours, but I shifted my work schedule. See, so I'm not. I used to be 10 to 7, right? So now that I'm 8 to 5, I turn around and I gotta have my ass up around 5:30. So, unless it's my days off, like tomorrow's my day off, and Monday I'm off because of my procedure, and then I'm off Tuesday. It was on Groovy Lisa's stream and HEK. Oh, upset beans about his daughter passing away. Okay, forgive my stupidity. So I'm going to ask this. So Groovy Lisa's stream, HEK upset Beans about his daughter passing away. HEK's daughter or Beans's daughter? Because I knew there was somebody in the family that passed away before him. I've read this, and I do kind of remember him saying something. Oh God, that's right. It's just, you know what, guys, forgive me. My memory, thanks to this dumbass COVID I had last year, is really slow to the draw. I remember he did say that on one of my broadcasts. Oh God, that's right. That's right. I feel so fucking stupid right now. Forgive me. Doc, I did a video of highlights. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Calvin. I'll look at that. Wow. Oh boy. That's right, because privately I remember now, I am so sorry. I privately talked to Kevin about this now that I remember. I am so sorry. My short-term memory is so bad since August of last year. It really is. Um, like, try to ask me what I did 3 days ago, I don't know. For example, I had a customer yesterday go off and talk to me like she knew me, and I couldn't remember till hours later, and I'm like, "Oh god, it was her." So I feel stupid, forgive me. Beans was on Groovy Lisa's this past Tuesday or Wednesday when AJ. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Oh. 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 Oh shit. All right. To grieve someone you love and cherish is so difficult. The people in the world that go off and tell you when you're grieving, get over it, they can go fuck themselves. Because the thing is, when we lost somebody we love and cherish, it takes time. Time, okay, I know I'm going to quote Todd Rundgren, forgive me, but I love the song, but time heals wounds that no one can see. Only time is going to take the sting less, no matter who it was that you cared about so much. Yes, especially a child. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute here, okay? Because I'm gonna go over to Steven and whoever else has got a tribute going right now, because I didn't want to cut into their time. And if that one's on me, it's my fault for that. Because I was only gonna do an hour show anyway today. But maybe we will bring this up in a different perspective in a future episode coming up. Um, just cherish him, love him, have another toast. In the words of ACDC, have a drink on me, as maybe Kev would say. But cherish your people, love your people, tell them you love them. Okay? Tell them you love them. And you know what? No matter how bad it gets, try to do this every so often because it's important. It's very important. Thank you all for being here, okay? Take care. God bless. Rock on. Rest in peace. Kevin Reed, aka Beans. My brother, musical brother to the VC.